everybody. It's Doug here, Doug Mysticon, Board Game Geek. Doug Herring on YouTube, welcoming you back to I believe our 4th episode of Shadows of Brimstone. It's my third series on this, of running through this game, and this has been a really interesting one. A lot of weird stuff has happened. This is actually only the second fight we've been in while in the mines, and we are in hot water. I left the last one in a bit of a cliffhanger. If you want to know what went on before, please go back and watch those. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we had an ambush attack followed by a darkness track or roll, depth track roll that gave us an ambush attack again. So we got ambushed twice in the same fight, leaving us with a lot of problems. We have a couple things we have to face. The biggest and baddest of the beasts are these slashers. There's actually 2 swamp slashers left, and 1 regular slasher that appeared alongside some hungry dead and a bone corpse pile. So that's what we're facing, and all of our characters are not in very good shape. As you can see, there's either lots of sanity or lots of wounds on various characters. Our marshal is about to go down. I mean, not only is he got a lot of sanity against him, but he's also hurt. And the thing about the undead, these hungry dead and slashers, is they all do terror hits. So we've got to get through them as quickly as possible. That we do. Okay, anyway guys, let's get started. I'm going to jump right in, and of course, first off, since this is an ambush attack, and I already did the depth track roll, that's what resulted in this, so I set it up and we're ready to go. But we're going to start with the bad guys. Now, the hungry dead actually get a +2 initiative, so they're the 3, which means they're going to go at the same time as our rancher, but the slashers already have a 4, so the only one that's going to go before them is our Saloon girl. So we're going to get started with that and see what we can get done. Hopefully she can take one of the big slashers out that's attacking our marshal. Might help save him his life, because he's about to go down. So let's see if we can do that. So here is our Saloon girl, and I think she's going to start off her turn by, of course, rolling movement. I almost forgot. And let's see, hopefully she'll get a 1, because she could recover a grit. She got a 2, which doesn't help her at all. It's probably the worst movement roll in the game. Well, wait, hold on. Oh no, sorry. Catch your breath rolls get a bonus. There's no bonus to getting grit back. That's the target plateau. So she didn't do that, but she is going to start with her holdout pistol, and she's going to shoot this one. All she has to do is get 1 point of damage on it. She criticals on a 5 or 6, which would reduce its defense by 2. Now the slashers, they have this chitin plating, so when they are critical, it only takes their defense from a 4 to a 2 instead of a 4 to a 0. So let's roll a die and see if she gets it. 3. She didn't even hit. I don't know if I'm thinking I'm going to re-roll that. So she's going to spend her grit, and we're going to re-roll this and kind of hope for something better. A 4, well, at least she hit with a 4. So all she's got to try and do is get 1 point of damage on this. So we just need a good damage roll. A 5, that will do it, because their defense is a 4. They have 6 hits, and because of the last fight, this guy had already had 5 wounds on him. So she did manage to kill one of the other swamp slashers. And if you haven't seen them, these are painted. I'll show them up close. They're pretty cool beasties. Yep. And I'm gonna get her experience points done, and then we still have something else she can do. Ending the life of that one slasher gave her another 20 experience points, so that's pretty good. I'm putting this on the corner here so I remember it's one of the swamp slashers, because we only have 1 regular slasher right there. And now what she's going to do is, I thought maybe she'd hit this other slasher, but because I don't think she's going to do a ton of damage, I'm thinking that she might do hit one of the hungry dead that's around them. Maybe the one diagonal to her that's facing our marshal. The reason I say that is because if she does hit, and she rolls a 5 again or a 6, she's going to kill it, and she cannot kill the slasher. So she's going to do that. Now she did, you know what? I'm sorry, I did actually forget something. She did start her space, start adjacent to these guys, and to this one. So she's got to roll a fear hit. She's got to make a willpower roll. So she's got a willpower 4. She rolled both of them against this one. She also has to roll 2 against that one. She missed 1, so she is going to take a horror hit. Sorry doing that out of sequence, but I want to make sure I capture it. So she's taken another sanity damage. Good thing is she's got 18 sanity right now because of her normal sanity of 14 and her mirror. The mirror gives her +4. So then we got the 2 hungry dead, one here and one here that are adjacent. So they also have fear. It's not 2 hits, it's just 1. So let's see if she did succeed against blocking 1, and she succeeded against blocking the other. So that solved that. Now let's hit one of these hungry dead with our fists. She's going to punch it. She gets to roll 2 dice. She's got a combat of 4+. All right, she got a critical on one of them, which is going to ignore its defense, which means she is going to kill one of the hungry dead, and she rolled a 4. So we're going to kill this one here so that it will not hit the marshal. And that is 1 hungry dead down. Now, I'm going to put this on her character sheet just so I remember to give her the experience points when she's done. They're worth 20 apiece. The reason I'm not doing that with the slashers is because they're a tougher creature and they give experience points for the wounds that you do to them, not whether or not you kill them. Okay, that does, however, end her turn. So now we got some challenges. All right, we have the swamp slashers. They're going to go first, and so and I got these cards laid out. I got to remember what they are. Oh, these are just the encounter cards. I can put this one back. I don't need it. And the map deck for the swamps of Dragano. Don't need that either. Okay, good to go. Now, we'll start with this one here. It has a... For some reason, I thought they were rolling 3 dice for something, but I guess that's already passed or done or something. I don't recall. Okay, well, we're going to roll for the slasher. Now, he needs a 3 or better to hit. He does 2 hits in his combat rolls. So he is going to attack the marshal because of this. Now, this one, remember, is dead, actually, so we're only going to have one big guy hit them. Or hit the marshal, hit at the marshal rather. Let's see what happens. Oh well, so the slasher got 2 hits. The marshal's defense is 4+. He does not have any grit currently. Let's hope he succeeds. He succeeded at defending 1, so he's going down. And you know, the thing that sucks about that is he's the one that's most capable of knocking one of these out. These big slashers, because he's got his shotgun. And I'm looking at his stuff, and he's got nothing he can really do about this. So, yeah, we're going to have to roll. And hopefully they get a 1, and he'll still be up. Oh, a 1! Oh my gosh, really? That's awesome. Okay, so he's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh! He's got... That actually puts him exactly at 10. So he's going down anyway, even with the 1. Oh, I thought he had 9 on him. So, our marshal is going down. I'm putting this on his card, and he drops from this attack. So I need to take this downed character token, put it right there. Okay. Now, next up is this regular slasher here. It is attacking our rancher. So the rancher is at what's her? So it's going to attack her with 2 dice again, just like it attacked the marshal, and let's do that. So it missed both times. That is phenomenal, because I was the only one attacking her. Okay, now we're going to move on to the hungry dead. Okay, the hungry dead are right here. So one's attacking our saloon girl. They get 1 combat, and they do 3 damage with each hit. I'll just show you, and they require 4+ to hit. So let's roll for the one that's attacking our saloon girl. It missed with a 3. And then the one attacking, I angled it at our lawman, so it's attacking our lawman. And now, actually, no, before I take that back. It already missed, but it doesn't matter. The lawman's going to go before the hungry dead. He's got an initiative of 4, and in this ambush round, the hungry dead have a 3. So he's going to get to go first. So, and he's got 3 attacks with his pistol, and he's going to shoot his pistol. You know, I could have used his sheriff badge. No, Not going to do it. Let's see. Now he is next to this one, so he's going to have to kill this before he can actually... He has to kill that first before he can assign his other hits. So he got, wow, 2 crits and a miss. I'm sorry, a crit, a hit, and a miss. So we're going to roll for the... Well, let's just roll the... We're going to roll the regular hit on this guy, and if he can get a 5 or 6, then we will be able to kill it. Let's see. Come on. A 4. Dang, it just bounces off. Okay. So I have a choice. Do I kill it? Well, I guess so. You know what? I should have done the crit first. It would have killed it outright. So anyway, we did kill this Hungry Dead. I'm putting it on our Lawman so that he can get the experience for it. And then the Hungry Dead goes. So this one missed. Okay. Now our Marshal is down. Now we're hopefully going to be able to get him up if we survive this fight. But after our Marshal, we're going to go straight to our Rancher, who will go before the corpse pile. Now, what she's going to do is before I do that, let me roll the Lawman's movement. He might get a... No, he didn't get a grit, and he didn't move. So we are going to roll movement for our Rancher. I do want to try and get her to move away from these things. She rolled a 3, so she didn't get any new grit, but it's a 1 to escape the corpse pile and a 3 to escape the slasher. So she did escape. Oh, I didn't call it. I'm going to say, okay, red one's the slasher, white one's the bone pile. Oh, so she actually failed. I was going to try and back off and use some dynamite on these guys, but I guess that's not the wisest thing to do. Okay, she does have her hunting rifle. She does also have a grit. She can heal D6 wounds. That's one of the other reasons I want to move. She could have tried to heal up. Well, it's not relevant at the moment. Okay, let's just shoot then. She's going to shoot... she has to shoot the slasher. So she rolled a 5. That does not crit, but it definitely hits. Remember, the rifle does +2 damage, so she's not likely to kill it, but let's hope she does some good damage there. She rolled a 5, so that's a 7. So she did 3 wounds to the slasher. Let me get 3 wounds out, and I'm going to have to calculate her experience right now because I don't want to forget it. She could have attacked the bone pile as well, but the slasher is currently more dangerous. So let me do her experience on that just a moment. And of course, what did I forget on everybody but the Saloon Girl? The horror hits. So I'm going to correct this so I don't make a mistake. He had 1 of the undead on him. So he's going to have to roll defense against 1 horror hit. That's our Lawman. He's got a lot of sanity on him too. He rolled a 6, so he was fine. And then our Rancher had the slasher, which does 2, and she rolled a 1 and a 3, so she actually took 2 more sanity damage, which is not great for her because she already has 6 out of 10, so she's at 6, 7, 8, 9 sanity. She's got to fix that. Okay. Well, guys, that ended a fight round. Okay, we're next up. Of course, you know what we have to do. We have to roll against the depth track. So let's do that. A double 4s. I'm sure that's not good, but it does mean we passed our depth track roll. Man, could we be getting much worse luck? So look at this 4 in the other world here. Volley of arrows. A volley of serpent man arrows rain down from the treetops above. Each hero in Jargano takes 3 hits. Any hero that takes 1 or more wound, it gets the poisoned marker. Okay, that's just wonderful. So let's 3 hits against the Saloon Girl. She needs a 3 or better to block them. She blocked all but 1, so she took a wound. Okay, let me get some stuff going here. Okay, so this poison marker goes on our Saloon Girl, who also took a wound, and in doing so became poisoned, and this is the first we're going to have to roll for this for all our characters. Now, what does poison do? Well, on their turn, they're going to roll a d6, and so basically, when do you roll it? Let's see. On their activation, the start of their activation, they roll a d6. On a 1, they get a 1 or 2, I believe. They get they take a wound. On a 3, 4, 5, nothing happens. On a 6, they get to become unpoisoned. So now let's move on to our Lawman. He is also going to roll. He's got a 4, so he's got a less chance, but he succeeded. And of course, I think I'm sure that everybody's going to take one wound and become poisoned because that's the way the luck of the draw has gone in this adventure. So our lawman has taken, now he had no actual, he had only had one wound on him, but now he's got a wound and a poison marker. And then last is our rancher. So now let's roll for her. She's got 3. She needs a 3 or better, or 4 or better. So she, of course, took a wound and a poison marker. So no one escaped the poison except for the marshal because he's dead or down. Okay, that's the end of that story. All of them were poisoned. That was our whole back to darkness roll. I guess the only thing is that's good that came out of that is the track did not move up. Okay, so now we're going to wrap back around to our Saloon girl. She's going to go first. And I think that, well, first off, she's going to make a roll with her holdout pistol. Depending on where we roll, we're going to, man, let's see. She could try to kill a hungry dead. Let's see what she rolls here. A 5, so she hit. I mean, we kind of got to go with the slasher, even if it's just plinking it with damage. So she, well, if she kills the hungry dead, she can then punch the slasher. It's got a better chance. So she's going to hit the hungry dead. Now they got a defensive 4, so let's hope she can do something with that. And she got a 4 exactly, so it bounces off. Now her next 2 shots. Well, do we kill the hungry dead? Oh wait, sorry. Slow down. Got to roll for her movement. She rolled a 3. She wasn't moving, but and then I got to go. This is a very cautious pace because there's too much to do in a turn. It's hard to keep track of. She needs to take 2 horror hits for the slasher. She actually took them both. So I'm gonna take 5 off of her because she's at 5 now. Actually, she's at 6. So she's got 6 sanity out of. Well, she's still doing okay. Okay, and then 1 for the hungry dead. She deflected. Her willpower overcame that one. Now she made her roll for her holdout pistol and it missed. Now she's going to punch. I think she's going to have to punch the hungry dead, which she missed. So that was a very poor turn for our awesome Saloon girl. Now it's going to go to the slasher and the lawman have the exact same initiative at this point. So I'm going to do the lawman first. And I believe he is going to take 3 shots. He's got nobody around him, so he can pick his targets. Let's see what he hits. He got 3 hits, just normal hits. So I guess he'll do the first one against the hungry dead, because if he does it, yeah, boom, he killed this hungry dead. It is gone. And put that on the lawman. He's killed 2 hungry dead so far. His second shot will go against the slasher on the Saloon girl. A 6. So he actually did 2 wounds. Yeah, he did 2 more wounds to the slasher here. And then on his third hit, he'll shoot the one at the rancher because that one's close to death. It bounced. It didn't do anything. So he got 3 shots. He did do 2 wounds to the slasher. So I need to calculate his experience. And I think I forgot to do his movement, so I'm going to do it. Okay, 3 didn't matter. Okay, because he wasn't moving. Okay, then we have the slashers. They're going to go. So the first one over here is going to roll 2 dice. He needs a 3 or better on our Saloon girl. Oh, you know what else I forgot to do? God almighty, there's too much to remember in this game. The poison on the Saloon girl. Let's roll. A 2. So she took another wound. That's just awesome. That's what I was hoping for, right? So she took a wound, and our lawman, when he went, took a wound as well. Of course, we can't roll high then. No. Anyway, lawman took another wound. He's got 3 from the poison, and now our rancher gets to go. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Slashers get to go, right. Okay, two attacks on our Saloon girl from the slasher. They both miss. That's awesome. Okay, and then 2 attacks from the slasher on our rancher. They both hit. And now she has to roll defense. She's got 4+, and she got both of them, so she took no damage. You know what I didn't do? I am forgetting so many things, guys. I'm so sorry. The dang corpse pile. So we're going to roll a d6 for each corpse pile. So there's 1, I want to see if another Hungry Dead came out. Of course it did. So, I need another Hungry Dead. Well, I'll just take one off the Saloon Girl and give her experience points. So, this one, though, is going to start right there. That's going to change things a bit. That would have been out already, but I'll just play it like I've been playing it. Okay, and let me get another Hungry Dead out of the case here. Oh, I don't need that. I'm just going to give her an experience points. Okay, just a moment. Okay, officially caught up. Our rancher. Okay, first we're going to roll for her movement. She rolled a 4. She's going to attempt to, well, first off, 2 horror hits from there. She blocked one of them, so she takes another sanity damage. Yeah, she's hurting on the sanity. Good thing she has a high. No, she does not. Oh, man. Okay. And then one from the Hungry Dead. She failed that. One from the Bone Pile. She succeeded that. So she took 2 more sanity. I think she's about to snap, guys. She's got a sanity of 10. She's exactly at 10. Wow. Bad news. Bad news. Our rancher just went down. Well, guys, before she got to move out of the way, she was put down. So that's 2 of our heroes down now. This is getting grim on us. 2 of 4. Bad news here. That was the slasher's attack. So that wasn't even an attack. That was just that was just the horror hits. Okay. And the rancher doesn't get to do anything then. She's down. So that ends the round. She was the last. Well, no, I take it back. The Hungry Dead get to go next. There's 1. It's now going to attack our lawman. And it has 1 combat, does 3 damage. So it missed. Okay, the Hungry Dead missed our lawman. Yeah. Okay, that now ends the round. So now we have to roll again for holding back the darkness. You're fudge almighty. Guys, this is getting silly. We've already seen this before. So, again, arrows raining down on our 2 heroes. 3 hits. They have to avoid. So our Saloon Girl, she avoided all 3 of them, so she is not taking more poison damage. And our Lawman avoided 2 of the 3, so once again takes another wound and another. So he's got now 2 poison tokens on him, as well as 4 wounds, and that's going to be our depth track. But at least it didn't go up. I guess if I'm looking for an upside here, I'm going to go with that. Okay, so now it's back around to our Saloon Girl. Man, unless we pull something out really amazing, we're going to lose this for sure. For sure. Okay. Let's roll for her movement. Oh, wait. First, let's do the horror hits from the... She has a willpower 4. She's taken 2 hits from the slasher. She succeeded at both, defending against both of them. Now she's going to roll her movement. She rolled a 4. She's going to try and disengage from the slasher. She's going to... She needs to roll a what on the slide? A 3 to escape. She failed, so she did not disengage. So she's going to use her holdout pistol. A 5, so she hit, and with the holdout pistol, that counts as a critical. Crits on a 5 or 6, so she gets to do a dice of damage and only 2 defense. And she rolled a 3, so that didn't do a whole lot, but this thing now has 3 wounds on it, and I'm going to get her experience points tracked here. She got another 20 for that. So she's actually got a lot of experience. I'm going to have to add it up after this. Oh, I forgot her calming presence doesn't work on herself. It says every other hero. Okay, so that was that. Now she's going to punch it with 2 hits. She's got two dice to roll there. She actually succeeded and criticaled. So let's roll the... I'm going to use the red die for the critical. See if she can kill it. Well, she killed it. She got 4. The one bounced off, but she got 4 on the other one. It already had 3. So that's going to do another 3 hits because they have a total of 6. And let me do her experience points on that very quickly. So 3 more hits, another 25 points, okay, for the Saloon Girl, and we have managed to kill our second slasher, or next, or third actually. Okay, that was the Saloon Girl's turn. She's actually free of things. Now, what's sad is these guys are straddling these two tiles. If we were one tile back, now she can move him back and revive him, because you can't revive somebody who's on the same tile as a monster. You know what I did forget to do with our Saloon Girl? I got to roll for her poison. A 4, so nothing happened with her poison. Okay, now we're going to move on to our Marshal. He's the same speed as a Lawman, same speed as a Slasher. So first thing we have to do is roll for his 2 poison tokens. He rolled a 5 and a 1, so he took 1 more wound from his poison. We gotta figure out how to get. I don't know how to get rid of poison other than just roll. They gotta roll a 6. Oh, okay. And then we're gonna roll 1 horror hit, which he can't take much more. He protected against the horror hit from that. And now he's going to roll his movement. He rolled a 6. He's going to try and break away from this Hungry Dead. He needs a 4. He did not, so he cannot move. That is a real shame, because I wanted to back him up, and then they could help each other out, like get next to. Well, doesn't matter. Didn't happen. Okay, 3 dice rolls for him. Let's see what he gets. What do we have to do to? The corpse pile is defense 2 and his health of 6, because we don't want that thing to keep messing with us either. He only got 1 hit out of that whole thing. He does have grit. He's going to spend it to reroll his misses, and the 1 hit was a critical. So he spent his grit. We're going to keep this 6 here. He got another hit, so he got 2 hits. The critical is going to... Yeah, he has to shoot this one. So he's going to kill this one with the critical, because it only takes 1 point. If it's got no defense, it's just going to die. So he's killed 3 so far. And then his other one, he's going to actually shoot the bone pile, because he has a better chance of doing a lot of damage on that one. And he didn't. It bounced off. Okay, either way it would have not done damage to either one of the monsters. Okay, but he's not next to anybody anymore. Now this gets to go. It's just going to go right here and make its attacks on the Lawman. He actually has... Well, this one isn't after Darkstone, but that is actually... So before I do that, I need to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's actually going after the Saloon Girl. 1, 2... They move a 5, so it gets all the way up to her. And then it attacks her with its 2 combat dice. And it missed both times, so that's awesome. Okay. And then last but not least for this turn, we have the corpse pile, which means if we roll a 4 or higher on 1 die, we place a new Hungry Dead down. And we do, of course. We've been really good at that. Okay. Now, that was the end of the round, guys. So we have another Hungry Dead right here next to the bone pile, which is right there. And it would have been nice if I could have moved my Marshal away, and he wouldn't have to roll a horror hit against that. But he probably would end up next to that one anyway. So, okay, let's roll for holding back the darkness. 3. So we failed to hold back the darkness, which is bad because it is now at an 8, which means we're going to have to draw a darkness card. So let's do that. Now, the Marshal has an ability to get rid of darkness cards called Iron Will. He rolls a 4, 5, or 6, but he has to spend a grit, and he doesn't have one. So I'm going to draw a darkness card from the deck, and what do we get? Chill of the Grave. All undead enemies are now +1 initiative, +1 combat. So that's the Hungry Dead. So that just means it's 2 initiative. It's still the slowest thing there. So I'm going to put that card out. It stays in play. And it does do 2 dice now in combat, though. But hopefully we'll just kill them. That'd be nice. Okay. Now. What do we got going on? The Lawman is... So first off, we do our Saloon Girl. She is going to roll 2 willpower hits. 2 willpower to protect herself against the fear that's caused by the Slasher. She failed, so she takes 2 more sanity. I got to check where she's at. I mean, she's got a huge amount of sanity, but even she is getting to the point where it's looking grim. So she's got a 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 18. She's still fine. Actually, she's got 9. 9 out of 14. So she's not doing wonderfully. Okay. Whew, guys. Alright, now I need to roll for her poison token. Come on, 6. Nope. She didn't take any damage from it, though. Okay, now she's going to attack. She's going to use her holdout pistol. A 6, so critical. That's awesome. Let's see what she can roll. Oh, wait. Hold on. The 6 was her movement roll. I need to roll her movement first. Sorry. So the 6 would have been her movement roll. Now I need to roll an attack roll, a 3. So she missed with the holdout pistol. Now she gets to punch it with her hands for 2 dice. She missed on that too. So she missed with everything. That's a bummer. Basically, she probably freaked out and did nothing. You know what, though? When she rolled that movement, I know it was only 1. Oh, no, it was a 3. She would have tried to escape the... Yeah, she failed. And I guess she wouldn't have because she attacked with her fists. Okay, next up we go down to our lawman, who's going to first roll a horror hit from the undead. He succeeded at defending against that. Now he's got to roll 2 dice for the 2 poison tokens he has. He failed that miserably, taking 2 more wounds. I think it's time for him to use his bandages. It doesn't take an action, just consumes them. He's using them. He gets to get a d6 back. Roll well, buddy. 3, that's better than nothing. He got some because he was getting really hurt. Now he's pretty tough. He's got 12, but he was getting really down there. So I took 3 wounds back off him. Okay, and that's where he's at. So he is now going to roll his 3 dice. Of course, he's got to first kill the undead next to him, which he only got 1 hit. He's got no more grit, so he's just going to have to roll 1 hit against it. A 4, which is exactly enough to do nothing. Okay, that's going to be it for him, guys. Oh, you know what? I may have to use this. I try to save these for the final fight. He's going to use this. He's going to get 2 extra shots on it. Well, that'll be both of them will on their next activation. So I'm going to tap that sideways so I know I used it. And next activation, they're both going to get, if they live long enough to do that, they're going to get 2 more shots each, or 2 combat. Alright, basically that is it for him, so the Hungry Dead gets to go now. It gets 2 combat dice instead. Needs to hit with a 4 or better. It hit twice. Now he gets to defend. He's got a willpower of 4, or sorry, a defense of 4, so he defended against 1. That is 3 more hits to our dude. Man, I'm glad I healed those because now he's back in trouble again. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 12 health. Okay, and that was from there. Now, the last thing that's going to happen is the corpse pile. Come on, don't roll it this time. Finally. Yeah, 4+. So it did not spawn another Hungry Dead, and that's going to end our round, unfortunately. So, let me roll for the darkness. Come on, give us a break here, please. Oh, hold on. Let me roll. Double 6s. What does that do for us? Let me check. Well, guys, finally a break. Not only did we make our roll, but a Wellspring bubbles up here in amongst the boneyard and bloody corpses. The Wellspring bubbles up. Okay. Rejuvenating all that touches its waters. Each hero immediately heals 2d6 wounds and sanity, any mix, and removes any poison markers on them. Wow. KO'd heroes are immediately recover, rolling for their injury, madness, and healing 2d6 sanity. Okay. Couldn't be better for us, right? Yeah, okay. Let's start now with our Saloon Girl. We're going to do that first. So I'm going to roll 2 dice for her. She's going to recover that many wounds and sanity. It'll help regardless. And she gets 5, so she only got 2 wounds on her. I'm going to take 5 sanity off of her. Boom. And the poison marker goes away. That is outstanding. So this is going to probably save our bacon here. Couldn't have been more timely. Next up is going to be our, I'll just do the 2 people that are up because that's easier. The lawman, he rolled a 6. So I think we're going to do 3 wounds from him. 3 wounds and 3 sanity. That'll give him a nice even healing spread. And I get to take the 2 poison tokens off of him. He had 2, remember. That is really bad. So those go away. That is great. Okay, so a little better shape. Now I'm going to go to our marshal. He is standing right here. But before we can do that, he went down from his health being damaged. So I need to find the injury charts. Okay, guys, here's the injury chart. This is for our marshal. We're going to roll 2 dice and see what we get. We get 8. And 8 is a crushed arm. Your arm has been bent and crushed a bit. May even be broken. So let me make note of that because it gives him -1 combat. So good thing he's not doing hand-to-hand. Okay, he also gets to get 2d6 healed here. 6, so obviously he's going to take all of those from his wounds. He's kind of hurting on both of them, but he's going to have to do it from wounds. Okay, and last but not least is going to be our rancher. So I'm going to take that token off, and I'm going to put the rancher back down here. As she gets up, we're going to roll 2 dice for her. She rolled a 7, so I'm going to get rid of 7 sanity, because that's what got her. And then we're going to have to roll on the chart for insanity. Let's see how this goes. And this is the madness chart right here. Again, 2d6 roll. Let's see what she gets. A 12. I'm sure that is really bad. I've seen things. You come back from the brink of madness and you're stronger for it. Oh, okay. You are +1 max grit. Wow. So, man, sorry, just totally kicked my camera, which I've done multiple times in the past too. Anyway, she comes back with +1 max grit. That is awesome. She can have 3 grit now. And she's standing. And that ends our roll for the depth track. Okay, guys. Craziness, right? Alright, so next up is our Saloon girl. She's feeling quite a bit better. She's not poisoned anymore. Oh, and I also need to take the poison marker off the rancher. She had one on her as well. Those are gone for the moment. I'm going to get these guys out of the way now. They really don't matter. I've already taken care of the experience points on them. And that last one there is just a regular slasher. Okay, these tokens can go. I'm got to do some tidying up here. Wound token, come off here. These 3 wounds are actually on this guy here, and he is not the last of our enemies. But anyway, let's go on with the Saloon girl. She's going to use her holdout pistol. Now remember, everybody this turn gets +2 shots or +2 combat. So, as her free attack, once per fight, I'm going to use her her holdout pistol, and then I'm going to get 4 attacks with her melee. But first, we're going to roll for fear. She succeeded at stopping one of those, so she took another sanity damage. Good thing we took some off of her. So she took another point of sanity damage, and then she's going to roll for her movement. She rolled a 1. That's awesome because that's going to give her a grit. Grit is always good. Okay, and then we're going to see if she can move away from this guy. She needs to roll a 3, a 6. So she did. So she's backing up 1. She's going to see if she can. Well, no, she can't actually. She's not going to do that because she needs to be able to hit him this turn. So for her holdout pistol, she rolls a 4, which is a hit. She does no damage. Plink. Okay. Now she's going to roll 4 dice for her combat. Okay. And she got 2 hits and 2 hits, and one of them's a crit. So we'll roll the red dice for the critical. Let's hope she does enough damage to kill this guy. No, she did 1 wound to it. So it's now at 4. But she does get experience points for that. Let me track that. Going to be another long episode. Okay. Next up, she was the only one with a 5. So the next are 4s. Well, the slashers are 4. Our lawman and marshal are 4s. So I'm going to go with the marshal first. He's got his shotgun. Finally, I get to use the shotgun again. Now, remember, he's going to get a total of 3 shots. So we're going to roll them one at a time, and I'll tell you why. Now, remember, he crits with this shotgun on a 6, 7, and 8. So let's see what he gets here. He rolled a 7, so he criticaled against the slasher, and then his damage is a 2, which does nothing. That's just fabulous. Okay, because remember, the critical only cuts their defense in half, so he's got a 2 defense, which means that it did nothing. So for his second shot, he rolls a 3 and misses, and the reason he's getting these extra shots is because of the sheriff badge. And then he rolls again. He rolls a 5 as a hit, but not a critical. And he rolls a 3, so he does no damage. Wow, Marshall, you suck. But I failed I missed a couple things again. I need to roll horror hits for the slasher. He took another point of sanity damage. Okay. Sorry I'm doing these out of turn. It's just so hard to remember everything. Gotta try and remember it. And then, of course, I didn't roll for his movement either. And he rolled a 4, which so nothing happens there. Okay, that was the end of his turn. Okay, very useless turn. Now we'll go to the lawman. He's going to get a total of 5 shots this turn. We roll them all at once. There you go, 5 shots because of the sheriff badge. Wow, he got 3 hits and 2 hits and a critical. He'll do the critical on the undead to kill it immediately, and then the regular 2 hits are going to go against the bone pile. Okay, so bone pile's defensive 2. He did 1 point to it. Man, we need some luck on this stuff, guys. Just a little luck. So it's got 1 point out of 6. That's just great. And that ends it for him. Oh, I needed to roll a horror hit from the undead that was there. Sorry. 6. He succeeded in blocking it. So this one, actually, I'm going to put this on his card. He's got 4 of the undead now that he killed. All right, that ends him. Okay, now we got the slasher is going next. He's got 2 dice, and he's going to attack our saloon girl. He hit with both of them. Saloon girl has a 3 defense. She took a hit, which is a d6 worth. She took 3 hits. Wait. Once per turn, she may reroll a defense roll. So before she gets hit, she's doing that. She succeeded, so she didn't take any damage from the slasher. Okay. Next up, there's no hungry dead left, so we go back to the corpse pile. We roll a 1. It does not spawn a new undead, and that is the end of that fight round. Wow. Okay. Roll for our holding back the darkness. A 5. We failed at that. So nothing bad happens except it goes up to 9. We're running out of time. Okay, let's go back to the table now and get going with our next round. Okay, well, it's back around to our saloon girl. So first thing we have to do, roll 2 horror hits. I'm trying to remember everything I need to remember, guys. Let's roll those and see what we get. She succeeded against both of them, so she's fine. And then now we don't have the effect of the badge anymore, so she's going to get to shoot the slasher. Well, first off, let's roll for her movement. She rolled a 1, so she got a grit back again. Now she got 2 grit. Yippee. Okay, let's roll. Does she want to disengage from that? No, she doesn't. She's not. She's going to roll her holdout pistol. She rolled a 6, which is a critical. Now we can reroll this damage too, because I want to kill this thing. Okay, she's going to roll damage. She rolled a 2. She's going to burn a grit to burn one of her grit to reroll the damage on that. A 3. So she did 1 more point to it. Not exceptional, that's for sure, but it is up to 5, so it's only got 1 wound left. Now she gets to roll 2 attacks with her fists. She's going to punch it. Hopefully that works out. She did hit once. Let's hope she rolls high. A 4. No, it does nothing. Bounces off. She punches it in the chitin armor and hurts her hand. Okay, now we go down to the 4s. That's the slasher, the lawman, and I'll just do the slasher first. It's going to attack our saloon girl, and it hits twice. Our saloon girl is going to roll defense. She defended against 1. She does get her reroll from her acrobatic dodge. Once per turn, you may reroll. Okay, she's going to do that, and she did. So she took no damage from the slasher. Okay, now we'll go on to our marshal. Maybe he'll hit something. Okay, he's got his D8. He's going to roll it. 6. That's good. That's a critical. Yes, critical, and he's going to roll his damage. A 1, so it does nothing. He has no grit. Oh, you know what I didn't roll for him was his movement. Nor did I roll for his horror hits. So, he deflected one of them, took 1 more point of sanity, so his willpower held him up a little bit, but not too much. I gotta check his sanity. I think he's getting really low again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 7 sanity damage out of 10. Not good. Okay, and that was it. That's all he gets is the 1 shot, and he has no grit, so that was it. Boom, he missed. Did nothing. Well, he hit, but it didn't do anything. Okay, now our lawman is going to shoot it. First off, he does not need to make a horror check. He's not next to anything. He rolls a 3 for his movement. He's not going to move. He's just going to shoot. He can pick his targets. So he only hit once. Do I have any grit with him? I do not. Okay, so he just hit once. Either way, the bone pile has a defense of 2, so he's going to shoot the bone pile. He got 2 more points against the bone pile. That's good, because that would, you know, if I'd shot the slasher, that would have been 0 damage. So better that he does that. Okay, and that was that's him. That's all he can do. Okay, next up we're going to do our rancher. She has got her rifle. Now she has to shoot the bone pile because she's still... Well, let's first roll for her horror hit from the bone pile. Wait, it does have fear as well. She succeeded. Took no sanity damage. Now she's got to roll a her movement. A 4 does nothing, but she is going to try and escape it. She needs to roll a 1. 1 plus. It says 1 plus, so I guess if you roll a 1 against it, you can do it. Well, if she backs up, she's going to be not next to this. She's going to back up 1, so she's not taking horror damage from it. And then she's going to shoot it with her rifle. She rolled a 4, which is a hit, and it does +2 damage. So let's hope she does some damage here. Well, that equated to 1 point of damage, guys, because it does +2 damage. The corpse pile has a defense of 2, so boom. It's getting there. 2 more. Man, we're just whittling away at these things, huh? Okay, that is it for them. So there's no hungry dead, so we're going to roll for the corpse pile now, see if it spawns a hungry dead. It does, of course. I put it right there because I get to do that. Okay, I took that off the sheet of the lawman, so I got to make sure I give him his points for the hungry dead that I just took off. Okay, and that ends up wrapping up our turn. This fight is going too long, too long. I need to get the rancher and the lawman or our marshal some grit so they can heal more. Anyway, we rolled a 6, so we failed at our our depth track roll, meaning that it is now at a 10 with this. It doesn't matter that these two are crossing, but anyway, that does make us have to put out another darkness card. This has become the never-ending fight. Crazy, chaotic fight from hell. Okay, so now we wrap back around. We got our saloon girl. We're going to keep the same routine. She does have a grit, but she's going to first roll 2 horror hits, and she succeeded defending against both of those. Then she's going to roll her movement. She rolled a 1, so she got another grit again. That's good. She's got 2. And then she's going to roll for her holdout pistol. She hit. And then she's going to roll damage for that. She just a 2, so nothing, of course. Now she's going to hit with it. Well, you know what? Let's spend a grit. Spend a grit and re-roll the damage. Okay. A 3, so nothing there anyway. Let's roll for the 2 dice for the her punching it. She hit once, and come on, damage. God, she's going to spend her other grit. We got to kill this thing. I mean, it's got 1 hit left. If I hit it 1 more time, it's dead. A 5. Finally, she did 1 point. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that will be its 6th point, and she killed it. Boom. Okay. Finally getting somewhere. This fight is closing in on the end. So I'm going to give the saloon girl her experience points for that. Cassie, she did good there. Oh, you know what I didn't do last turn, which I will do just to keep up, is take, at the end of the turn, I can take 1 sanity, or heal the martial one from the calming presence of the saloon girl. I wasn't doing that. But let's keep going. Okay, that was her turn. So now we go to the 4s, and that's just the lawman and the marshal. So we're going to start with the lawman. He's going to first, he's got nothing around him now. He's going to roll movement. He rolled a 6. He's not going to move. He's just going to shoot away, sheriff. He missed twice and he got a crit. So On the crit, he's going to shoot the Hungry Dead and kill it. Boom, he killed the Hungry Dead. The reason I keep saying that is they have a defense of 4, so if you use it, if they're critical, it wipes out the defense, and they only have 1 health, so he can't roll less than a 1, so that's why he just kills it. And that's his turn, actually. Boom. Okay. Then we have our Marshal. He's going to roll 6 for movement. I think he'll just go right up here. No, he's going to stay there. Does he have range with his shotgun? His shotgun is range 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can shoot the bone pile from there and still not leave the calming presence of the Saloon Girl. He rolled a 5, which is a hit. Let's see if he can damage it. A 4. The bone pile has a 2, so it's going to put 2 more. Is that going to be enough to... Okay. Finally, the fight is over! Woo! We killed the bone pile. Okay, the bone pile is destroyed. Kablooey, Mr. Sheriff. And that gives him... I got to calculate all the experience on that one, too. I kept track of who hit what with it, but I got to do the experience, so hold on. Okay, end of fight. We get to catch our breath. Okay, boom. Heroes gain our +2 on rolls to catch breath in here, so that's awesome. So the first thing that's going to happen when we get to catch our breath, I'll start with the one that didn't get to take a turn, which is our Rancher. She did not get. She gets 2 dice. Oh wait, she gets a full dice. Sorry, a D6 +2. Sorry. So she gets 2, and 2 is 4, so she gets to remove 4 damage. She's going to take 2 wounds and 2 sanity off herself. There you go. That leaves her with 2 wounds and 1 sanity damage. At the end of the round, I also get to take another sanity off the Marshal from the calming presence of the Saloon Girl. Okay, now, starting with the Saloon Girl, she gets to roll a D3. She gets 1. She gets to heal 1 of something. She'll take... No, she doesn't need these. She's fine on sanity. She healed the 1 wound off her. 1 more wound off her, rather. Okay, then we get to go to our Marshal. He gets to take 1 point of something. It'll be sanity, because he's really bad with sanity there. Boom. Okay, then our Lawman. 5. He gets to take 3. Oh, wait, guys. I should be doing... So, yeah, it's +2. So, I'm going to take 2 more sanity off the Sheriff, or the Marshal, rather. And another sanity and the last wound off of our Saloon Girl. Okay. Booyah. Okay, now, where was I? The Rancher already did it. Oh, our Lawman, he got 3, so 5 total. He's going to take 2 wounds and 2 sanity. Wait, 3 wounds and 2 sanity off himself for a total of 5. And they're getting +2 because of the Swamps of Dragano, so he gets 2 sanity, 3 wounds removed from himself. That makes him a lot healthier. He's now got 1 wound and 1 sanity on him. Now, guys, we get to do loot. Loot, loot, loot. Okay. Oh, man, I forgot to pull our darkness card. Wow. Bad news. Oh, I'll just pull it now and see if it's something that would have affected the fight. No, it doesn't always do that. Screams of the Damned. So this is the darkness card I would have pulled. An unholy shrieking in your mind. Okay, each hero takes 3 horror hits. Also roll a d6 for each token in your side bag on a roll of 1 to 2. It's stolen by mad spirits. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, so on our last darkness depth track roll, I forgot to draw the stupid darkness card. But anyway, we're going to start with the 3 horror hits. So we'll start with our Saloon Girl. She takes 2. 2 more sanity on her. Bummer. Okay, Lawman, he takes 1 more sanity damage from that. So now he's got 2 sanity and 1 wound. Our Marshal, who really shouldn't be taking sanity damage if he can avoid it, takes 3. So I'm just going to take, I'll get a 5 out and put 2 of them back. So he's at a 5 out of 10 already. And that's after healing. That's not a good thing. Okay, and then last but not least, our Rancher. She defended against all of it. Now, there's saddlebags on a 1 to 2. I only have the Marshal with dynamite. No, and the Rancher with dynamite. And nope, and so they get to keep their stuff, and this goes away. Now, I would have loved to have kept their, loved to have used the dynamite in that fight, but it really was not opportune. I couldn't get clear. I couldn't move away or escape enough to do it and make it worthwhile. So now we get to go loot. Yeah, loot. Yay. Okay. Now loot here. The first ambush was caused from the depth track roll, but that still counts as an enemy card when we had these slashers come out, because we had to draw another world encounter, which were the swamp slashers, right? So we had the swamp slashers. That's a card. This is a card, and this is a card. So 3 loot cards per player for every card drawn. So we're going to discard these. These are both, I think, a medium and a low threat. So we're going to discard those, and then we're going to, or not discard, yeah, discard those, put them back in the pile, and this one's going back. And then we're going to get to draw some loot. 3 loot each. That is pretty good. Now, let's do that. And we still got a long way to go, guys. Okay, I just want to see, I don't remember if this boneyard thing it just affects scavenging, not loot. Okay, let me shuffle. I'm going to start with our Saloon girl. We're going to draw, and then once I get done with the loot, guys, I'm going to end it there. We'll start with our next turn next time. So 1, this should come in handy. That's awesome. Gear card or artifact card if you're in another world. So it's going to be a gear card. Okay. A dark stone and a dark stone. So that's what she gets. Which will, I got the dark stone handy. So here's her 2 dark stone. I also got a calculator experience. And then we're going to get to draw a artifact card in another world. So let me get out the artifacts for the Swamps of Jargano. Where are they? Here they are. Swamps of Jargano artifacts. Just give it a quick shuffle. I don't think I did. I don't think we've drawn from this yet. What does she get? She gets the Swamp Raptor Claw. She gets a free attack, another free attack, 1 combat roll, and it crits on a 4, 5, or 6. Heck, she'll take that bad boy. That is awesome. All right, that's going to go back then. And she's also going to get 60 experience points. Okay, let's go, Lawman. What do we get? We get D6 times $50 and 20 experience points. D6 times $25 and $100. So he found a bunch of money. So let's roll the D6 times 50. So 4, so it's 200, and D6 times, okay, and 250, so $350 and 60 experience points for the Lawman. Okay, next up we have our Marshal. Boom. Draw a gear or an artifact card in another world. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, 2 of those. Wow. And $50. Okay, so he's going to get 2 artifact draws, 60 experience points. I'm going to put the 60 experience points down there now. And 2 Jargano artifact draws. That is sweet. Okay, let's see what he gets here. He gets Guard Duel Swamp Solve. Discard to heal D6 plus 3 wounds, or discard to heal an injury on a roll of 4 plus. Okay, he does have an injury. That's interesting. And then his other card is going to be the Serpent Skull Helmet, which gives him an armor of 5 plus. Sweet. And then I also have to give him $50. Okay, so that's pretty good. That was a good round for him. Okay, got 1 more left to go, and that is our Rancher. What is she going to get? Let's see. She gets blood money. Oh, another artifact and some more money. Okay, so she got D6 times 50, 3, so 150, and then D6 times 25, so 175 in money plus, again, 60 experience points and an artifact. What does she get out of here? Let's see. The Serpent Skin Gloves plus 1 strength. You can use 1 grit to force an adjacent enemy to re-roll any number of their combat dice just rolled. She'll take that. Sweet. Okay. They struck gold here with this loot draw, and then I got to remember 60 points is 175, or her 60 points rather, and $175. That's good because she only had 50. All right, that guys wraps up the loot. All right. We're going to end it there. Next turn we'll start rolling again for our dark depth track. We're only about 5 away from losing Got to get through this quickly. We still have to find the last treasure vault. Now it says it's optional. I mean, we guess we could leave, but we're not going to. That'd be silly, right? And we survived that fight in flying colors. I got to do some experience points ads because I'm looking at the very long list of experience that Cassie, the saloon girl, has, and Emmett, our lawman, has. And they might have leveled. The Cassie might have leveled. I don't know about the lawman, but he's pretty close. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I know it's very chaotic and crazy, but that's the way this game goes. Lots to keep track of, lots going on. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. Definitely appreciate you subscribing, and I will see you next time.